Cobra Kai Season 4 recently dropped, and fans were absolutely loving the action. And whilst we know there will be a 5th season for us to sink our teeth into, which we can't wait for, some fans have questioned the role of Johnny when it finally rolls around. Today, we are discussing whether Johnny's Season 5 story means he needs to leave karate, plus other Season 5 bits and pieces. So stay with us. First of all, how did Season 4 finish up? The 10th episode of Season 4, entitled The Cobra Strikes Back, was full of action and left fans with more questions than it actually answered. Obviously, the overarching theme of the season and episode was the war between the two dojos, which culminated in the All-Valley Under-18 Karate Tournament. The tournament saw the competing dojos go up against one another, with the losers having to shut up shop for good. The tournament included both male and female competition, which allowed more rivalries to fester, which we loved. Obviously, we saw Silver pay off a referee in order to secure the win for Cobra Kai in the matchup between Samantha and Tori. But in a bit of a shock upset, we saw Hawk beat Robby, meaning Miyagi-Do actually clinched victory instead. Also, Miguel was forced to retire from the competition due to injury, but Cobra Kai eventually accumulated the most points, which meant the other gyms had to close. Daniel, however, had no intention whatsoever of closing his gym, so we'll have to wait and see how this one plays out. The show has so far been a breath of fresh air, and Season 4 was no different. So hopefully, the show creators will carry on pushing the boundaries of what is possible once the 5th season rolls around, whenever that may be. What did you guys make of Cobra Kai Season 4? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Next up, we're talking Johnny's Season 5 storyline. Stay with us. The character of Johnny Lawrence, having featured in the original Karate Kid movie, has given his whole life to the martial art of karate. But should he retire from the sport he loves? It looks as though it is now the catalyst of many of his problems. So we think Season 5 of Cobra Kai could see Daniel's old nemesis retire from the sport. Karate has obviously helped Johnny in many ways, but during Season 4 in particular, it started to do more harm than good. We saw Miguel seriously injured, almost paralyzed, and overall with Johnny around, it created an unsafe environment for many of the students at the dojo. We're probably not supposed to take the show too seriously, as there are many funny parts, but it does do well at looking at how karate has affected the life of Johnny. Johnny has struggled throughout his adulthood, and it could be suggested that the reason for this is the lessons bestowed upon him by his sensei, Kreese, who is a big proponent of the strike first mantra. Johnny comes across as bitter and has no real meaningful relationships, and also has a strained relationship with his son, more on that in a minute, and it could maybe be argued that the path he has gone down is all because of karate. Season 4 gives him a brief reprieve, but in the end, we see that Johnny needs to leave the martial art for good if he's to salvage his relationships and his life. Do you think Johnny needs to retire from karate? Let us know below. What other reasons are there that could signal the end of Johnny's love affair with karate? At the end of Season 4, we see Miguel run away to Mexico, and Johnny tells his mother he would go and find him. We know that he sees Miguel as a sort of son, similar to his own relationship with Kreese. So for Johnny to actually be there for Miguel, and for the relationship to actually be meaningful, the pair of them need to turn their backs on karate for good. If he leaves now, he could actually break the cycle that has troubled him for so long and benefit from a proper father-son type relationship with Miguel. And then there's his relationship with Robby, with whom we saw an increasingly strained relationship develop through the 4th season. We all know he hasn't been a particularly good father, but the pair do finally reconnect at the end of the 4th season. And for this relationship to have any sort of chance of lasting, Johnny definitely needs to leave the dojo, and it could be argued that Robby should too. Martial art isn't great for their relationship, as they operate on different teams, and Robby warning Johnny about Silver is doing nothing to smooth things out either, as it is just creating tension. Whether or not Johnny ends up leaving the dojo or not, he really needs to. We could potentially see him just take a brief hiatus, but for the good of him and everyone around him, it's probably time to say goodbye. What do you you think about this. So what do we know about the plot for Season 5? Stay tuned to find out. We think the first part of Season 5 at least will mostly be dealing with the fallout of Season 4, and after Silver has vowed to open more Cobra Kai dojos all over the place, it will make Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do's fight back all that more difficult. We know Daniel is still intent on bringing down Cobra Kai, so expect this to be the overriding theme of the 5th installment. We also saw him enlist the help of Chosen in Season 4, who proved an effective weapon, so we can probably expect him to take on a bigger role in Season 5. Show creator John Hurwitz said, "Chosen is one of our favorite characters in the franchise. When Yuji Akamoto returned in Season 3, the scenes that he had with Ralph Macchio were some of our favorites in that season, both from the karate standpoint, but also a comedy standpoint. He loves that dynamic and just what he brings. And beyond that, he's got demons. He has things that he's working through himself in life. So he's a fully realized character that has work to be done, and what better time for him to come to the United States and join the fight in the Valley than when Terry Silver is on top." He went on to explain that Daniel needs someone like Chosen, who has a history of fighting to the death, on his side if he is finally going to take down Terry Silver. What do you want to see addressed in Season 5? So will Season 5 be the last then? Let's discuss. As of yet, nothing has been confirmed with regards to Cobra Kai Season 6, but these shows don't usually get the go-ahead for another season until after the upcoming season has aired. We do know, however, that the show creators are definitely planning on more seasons after the 5th installment. John Heald, who serves as one of the show's creators, revealed that plans change all the time, but we still have an endgame plan. We're still writing beyond Season 5. But it's been fun to bring in those new characters and storylines and let them lead the way sometimes. Hurwitz also said that although they've never actually said how many seasons there will be, they had always at least 6 in their heads, but they still need to figure out a few things. When we look at it from Netflix's point of view, there's no reason why they wouldn't order more seasons, as the last season in particular was very popular. So as long as Season 5 keeps up with the standards set by previous seasons, we can probably expect to see a 6th season further down the line. And finally, when can we expect the next season? Well, obviously nothing has been announced just yet, but we do know that filming for Cobra Kai Season 5 has officially wrapped. William Zabka, who plays the aforementioned Johnny Lawrence, spilled the beans back in December by posting an update via Instagram. This is great news for fans, and we can probably make an educated guess as to when we might see the upcoming season. Season 4 arrived on the very last day of 2021, whilst the 3rd season was released almost exactly a year to the day before that, on New Year's Day 2021. So we can probably put 2 and 2 together and guess that the 5th season will probably drop sometime around late December 2022, or at the latest, sometime in January 2023. That's at least 9 months away, and we know that filming is already finished, so it's entirely possible that the show could actually drop before that. We're going to stick our necks on the line and make a prediction that the next season of Cobra Kai could in fact be with us this fall, which we would love, of course. Are you looking forward to Season 5? Let us know below. As always, thanks for stopping by today, and remember to join us next time for some more fun reveals. Also, why not do us a solid and like and share our video, as well as subscribe to our channel. Bye, guys!